the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And Lance going to throw. He finds his man, that's Sweeney. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
4 down, 4 down. Mike 9, Mike 9. Come up the ball, come on.
On 1st down, not, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And they fake the handoff, now Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Shotgun now for Lance. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Being chased out left. Davis, nice grab. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Play fake. Murray. Making the catch. This is the tight end, Oliver. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. On play action, it's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Josh Oliver, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
And Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Off of play action, here's Lance. This will be caught. It's Samuel. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go.
He's got a man, complete. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A huge play there for Arizona. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Murray. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Cardinals. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is up to 8. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From the 6. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Flush to his right. They'll find Ayuk open right side. Touchdown 49ers! Brandon Ayuk, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers move back within a couple of the lead. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play call.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Lance looking to throw it. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Woo! Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he will find the end zone here. And the lead moves up to 7. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because
this is taken in. It's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A huge play there for Arizona. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Josh Oliver with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their head. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Lance, he's going to go for a big play downfield. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right?
And a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now a play fake. Lance. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Zaven Collins charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. After the turnover, here's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals on one play have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Hey, we got to sit. All day, punt. Check. Lucky.
On 1st down, Lance. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Sliding out of the pocket. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point up and through. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. Josh Oliver on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And Lance now to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Well, remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Murray now to throw. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. And it's 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Throwing again, Murray. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
A big play there for the Niners.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack. Lance, he'll get this out wide to Eckler. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's Lance to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Lance. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Taking a shot for Samuel. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cards force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so We'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
An excellent execution of the 360 spin helped him out there as he gets forward for a pickup of about 6. Working with his 2nd and 4. To throw is Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Turner. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want fall.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Niners are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead?
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. picked off at the 45. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right?
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach, and let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're growing louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. Well, that's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on him. Hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Now Murray again. And that will be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
And you know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. Second down and goal. Lance. That's complete out left to Ayuk. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Niners are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. The extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 1st down, Murray. And that is caught. It's Davis. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Murray going to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in the stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his 2nd drop, indeed, not a good look. Getting this into the hands of Turner. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And his kick is indeed good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Hey, four down.
Lance now on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. From the 41, Lance winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 26. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. After the turnover, here's Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Murray. Uncorks one for Davis. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Throwing on first down is Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is...
Touchdown! It's caught at the 1. Brandon Ayuk, his second touchdown tonight. And the Niners have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point safely through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trip to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Well, a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And he's got this down to the 35. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 35 yards. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A huge play there for Arizona. To throw, it's Murray. Forced out to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. Important extra point up and through. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. And the 49er hands team does its job. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 30. And the Cards have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And some room to maneuver. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Murray. He'll check this down to Hines. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. That catch good for only a couple. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Finds Hines again for the completion. And down inside the 15 he goes. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. To throw is Murray. Out to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. He's got Eckler. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk, and that is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And he will find his man on the outside. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Snags it for the pick. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here at their own 23. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game.